So I'm Bonnie, you may also know me as Bonlogger on social media. So today I'm going to be doing a full face review on the XX Makeup Revolution collection. So my bank account hurt just a little bit. Luckily Makeup Revolution is pretty affordable, so it didn't hurt too much, but it still hurt. So first problem is I bought the wrong foundation shades. Like, really wrong. They're not even close. Like, I don't know what I did at all. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to put the foundation on by itself just so that we can test the formula and the application. I'm then going to take that off, put on a normal foundation that I normally use, and then test the rest of the products that way, because I'm not going to be able to look at my face seriously if I look like a floating head. Not going to happen. So I'm going to do the foundation first. Let's see how it goes. I actually got two different foundations. I got the Double Fix foundation and the Luminous foundation. So the Unicorn just looks like that. This one is the Double Fix. This one seems to be a more full coverage, more matte foundation. So yeah, I was a little bit off. The undertone is definitely wrong. It's kind of like, it looks okay in the glass. Oh, that looks so cute. But on my skin, she didn't match. And then the Luminous packaging looks like this. So they pretty much look the same, but the difference is obviously the more matte foundation is in like a black chrome top, and the Luminous is in the pink. So I'm going to put this on either side, apply it the way I normally would, and let's test it out. So on my right side, I'm going to go in with the more matte foundation. So obviously just keep in mind, this is not the right shade for me. Just don't judge me, okay? It's hard online, we know this. It's not easy. But right, let's go in. I'm just taking a damp beauty blender. Okay, do you know what? On camera, it's not looking that bad, but if you could see the mirror that's sat next to me, you could see that, yeah, she's not the right shade. It's definitely a little bit too, like, pink. It's got more of like a more pink undertone. I definitely have more like golden neutral undertones. But it's not too bad. I mean, I did an okay job. It's not like... I've done worse. I've definitely done worse. To be fair though, this is applying like really nicely. I only put like the tiniest bit on the back of my hand, and that's already covered most of like this side of my face. I feel like you could easily probably do like 2 to 3 small pumps, and this would pretty much do it. And obviously I slightly go down my neck as well, especially if the shade isn't quite right. But no, this is blending out super nicely. Okay. Because I've got dry skin, so normally I tend to go for things that are more like satin finishes, more than like matte. Because as soon as I hear matte, I just feel like my skin's going to shrivel up and just die inside. Do you know what, the shade actually isn't as bad as I thought it was. I put it on the back of my hand and I was like, oh, Jesus, what was I thinking? But it's not too bad. But that could just be the light and the camera making me like feel better about myself. The coverage, I mean, I definitely have used foundations that are a lot more full coverage than this. It seems to be buildable, for sure. If I keep looking that way, my mirror's there. I can get a bit of a clearer representation of like what my skin looks like, but I'm gonna go a bit closer up. My skin's been breaking out a little bit lately because it was that time of the month, you know what I'm saying? Not cute. My skin hates that kind of time. But no, it actually looks, sorry, you're gonna see all my little nasties. But it doesn't seem to be like emphasizing too much. I find because I have dry skin, sometimes if it's a matte foundation, it is gonna like bring that out a lot more. Which is not too bad. I mean, it has kind of emphasized my pores a little bit in like this region, but I get that with most matte foundations. So I'm not surprised. So that's that. So aside from the colour not matching too well, I mean, this is obviously my skin before, it's my skin after, so you can definitely tell like it's not as shiny, so it's definitely like mattified my skin down quite a bit, but the finish is actually really nice. I'm actually, seeing as the colour isn't too bad, and then on the left side of my face I'm going to go in with the luminous one. Ooh, the texture's definitely a lot more liquidy, but this is like the kind of foundations that I tend to like. My dry skin prefers it. I wonder if the coverage is different. Can't really tell yet. I mean, it's still covering. It's not really sheer. It's definitely got some coverage to it. That's for sure. Because a lot of like more luminous foundations definitely seem to have less coverage. Like your proper matte foundations are the ones that definitely seem to deliver coverage. So if you like full coverage, matte is probably your best choice. You're more likely to find a wider variety of foundations that have a matte formula. This is actually really nice, and again it's blending out super nicely. I just put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I don't think I even needed that. And you can definitely tell this one is way more luminous. Like, you can definitely see that one still has a little bit, but that one definitely has a lot more. And me leaning dry, I like to look oil slick. Is the term I would use. I like to look like the Tin Man, basically. So I love dewy highlighters, I love dewy foundations. Ooh. Ooh. This is really nice, obviously aside from the colour match, but that's kind of like on me. It's not really their fault, I just clearly am not very good at that. But overall, hasn't overly emphasised the pores. I mean, it has a little bit, but it is luminous. Anything that's got any sort of luminosity is going to show your pores up a lot more. So this side definitely has concealed them a bit more than this side. But I think I prefer the finish of this side because I can go in with powder and other things if I want to cover up more of the pores, or go in with like a pore blocking primer. I've just taken those off because the longer I kept it on my skin, the worse it looked. Like, it really didn't look bad on camera, but every time I would look to my little side mirror, I was like, oh, that colour ain't right. And I got stuff to do today, so I really don't want to be looking crazy. So I'm going to jump in with a review of their primer, then I'm going to apply my foundation that does match me. So next I have the Hydra Quench Bomb 7% Water Aloe Vera Primer. So like I said, for the foundations, I have dry skin, so anything hydrating, I'm all over. So, oh my god, the packaging is so cute. So packaging is like that. It literally looks like it has little like water droplets on it. I love that. That's so, I love that. So it's like a little green, I think it's like a gel. It looks like a gel. Ooh, it looks like stick. Oh, ooh. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it's like, it's a really interesting, yeah, it's like a gel, but like, oh my god, that's actually really nice. It kind of reminds me of the texture. It's not as jelly-like as that one, but it's the NYX Hemp Primer, but it's in like a pot. It's like a gel-based primer, and it's kind of similar to that, but it's not as bad. The texture of that one is really cool, but I don't know, it feels a bit weird. It almost feels like I shouldn't be putting my hands in it. Okay, so my skin's definitely got some glow after applying that. It smells nice. Oh, don't know if you can see that. It's kind of left it like slightly tacky, which I like, because normally every like tacky primer I've got, when it does that, it really like clings onto the foundation. So for foundation, I'm just gonna go in with my RCMA foundation palette. I got a tan, and now none of my foundations match me. Hence probably why I struggle so much finding foundation shades, because I'm like, I don't know what I am anymore. I've applied my foundation and I kind of look the right colour now. I'm going to go in with the Superfix concealer, and again, I don't know what happened when I was choosing shades, but like, this looks very light, like very light. Some heavy blending's going to be involved today. Oh, okay. Whoa. It's a really interesting doe foot applicator. It's kind of got stuck in the bottle, so I was kind of scared that it was gonna like jump out. Okay, yep, she's light. Okay. Yeah, like, it's a... So yeah, if you get this, just be careful when pulling the concealer out, because you've got like white carpets or anything that's going to stain even your clothes. Tread carefully. Okay, this is really light, and I feel like I put on way too much because I was too busy chatting. Okay. Let's go under the eyes, because then this will be the test for me, because when it comes to concealers, I like there to be at least a decent amount of coverage, because I get quite bad dark circles. I mean, she's doing alright. I haven't fully blended it in yet though, so try not to speak too soon. Okay, it's not bad. It blends in really, really quickly. Let me just look close. That actually looks really nice, and it's not too matte, so it's not emphasising my dry skin like at all. This might be a nice little everyday concealer. This blends out so nicely. This is like a really good everyday concealer. Okay. So what do you guys think? Obviously, the primer has kept my skin looking really nice and luminous. It definitely did grip onto that foundation. Obviously the foundation I had to switch out. But the concealer actually looks really, really nice. Let me know what you guys think. Normally I'd go in with a cream contour product, but they didn't actually have one, so I'm not going to do it. So next I'm just going to go in and set and bake my under eyes. I'm not going to lie, haven't had really good experiences with Makeup Revolution's setting powders. They have really emphasised texture, have kind of made my foundation and concealer underneath go really patchy before, or the shade range is really weird, or flashback. So it hasn't been good. Okay, so this is what the packaging looks like. It's just like a textured packaging with the little XX on the back. So it's really different packaging. I definitely don't have anything that looks like that on the outside. It's got like a little puff, which is really soft, but I'm not going to use it. Never do, never will. Oh, okay, so it's got a little safety seal. Appreciate that. And then it's got like a little netting. So some powders have like a a little tip dispenser, and then this one has a net, which I like, but sometimes it can be really hard to get the product out through the net if it's like densely packed in there, especially when I want to bake. I'm just really like, oh god, I don't know about this. It could just be being paranoid because I haven't had good experiences with... Oh no. Can you see like what's happened here? Oh my god. Do you know what? I should have known. I should have known. They've never worked for me. Why would it work now? Oh, that is like completely... Why is it shiny? I'm sorry. It looks like a highlighter. What? What is this? What have I done? No. 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 That is not going on. That's a highlighter. There's legit a highlighter under my eye now. I'm going in with the Laura Mercier, and I'm just gonna hope and pray that the trusty Laura Mercier can come in and just fix this issue. I even double checked the packaging, like did I pick up a loose highlighter? So put the Laura Mercier powder on. Please, let's pray to the makeup gods together that that helps in some way. I literally just put highlighter underneath my eye because it said it was a luminous setting powder. I just don't understand. So I'm going to go in with the Micro Brow Definer. Let's hope that this is better than the setting powder, because I will have a mental breakdown. I mean, it was alright up until that point. So I got it in medium brown. The packaging is so cute. The one I normally use is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. And if this is like a dupe for that, then I'll be very happy, because that, oh, it looks super fine. It's like, nah, if this works well, I'm gonna be happy. I could just put those little like tiny little hairs at the front of my brow, and the only brow product that I've managed to get that kind of precision with is the Benefit Precisely My Brow, and this is like a fraction of the price. Now if this stays on well, like all day, and doesn't like just disappear, this is it. Like, oh yes, there's cheap makeup for me. Right, so I've just finished both my brows, and I'm actually in love. Like, I'm actually so happy I got this. I have been looking for a cheaper alternative like brow product that performs like the Precisely My Brow for months, like months and months, probably years. I'm not gonna lie. So the fact that I found this, I'm actually so happy. This is like my favourite product that I've used so far. Just wiped the powder off both my eyes. Laura Mercier couldn't save it. It was too late. It had gone past. Because look, if I look at this side, nothing. Then we look over here, it's going to be really hard, but you've still got that like shimmer here, and you can't even tell on camera very much, but there's like balls of texture, like product, like balls up here. Right, so next I've got the matte bronzer, and I got it in the shade Chaos. Oh, it's holographic. Okay, shine it. Okay, so it's very similar to like the setting powder. Hope it's not anything like it in formula. Oh, it's cute. It's got like the imprint. I don't know if you can even see. There we go. It's got the little XX imprint. Seems like a good shade for me. I've had some really good experiences with Revolution bronzers, and I've had some really bad ones. Some of them being really like kickbacky and not very good at blending. Some of them can look very muddy, and it's not a good start for this one, I'm not gonna lie. It's clinging a little bit. Come on. It doesn't look awful, but it's definitely clung here. Like, can you just see here is like just ever so slightly darker. I love that. Oh, and it's clung to where that powder all messed up. Oh no. Definitely have cheap bronzers that are a lot easier to work with. This one's just super pigmented, so I have to tap off a hell of a lot of the product. I'm going super lightly, otherwise it's just going to cling to so many different areas. And I was going to contour my nose, but now I'm like kind of scared, I'm not going to lie. Bronzer's not awful. It's just not a bronzer that you could pick up easily and just be like, right, let's go. You have to use it kind of cautiously. And if you're rushing, you don't need a product like that. If you're trying to do your makeup like quickly, the last thing you need is having to like dip in a tiny bit, tap it 10 times before you can blend, and then it's still clinging. So I'm kind of iffy on that one, I'm not gonna lie. The colour's really nice, like a really nice one for my skin tone. So match that one correctly, typically. Next I have the High Pigment Blusher. Cute, and it's got like the XX like put into it, but it did say high pigment, so and again, do not normally go for high pigments, so it just like kicked a lot of that off because I'm scared. Ooh, okay, no, do you know what, I like this. It's not too, oh maybe it is. Okay, but bearing in mind I kicked off a lot of that, so I would definitely go in cautiously if you don't really want like kind of blush. But it's a super nice shade. I like it. I do like corally, peachy, orangey type shades. I like this one. It didn't cling to anything, blended out nicely. She's nice. She can stay. So next I got the Glow Fix Brightening Effect Mist. Again, it's got that holographic type packaging. It looks like this, and you clear eventually. Let's see what the mist is like. Ooh. I mean, she's alright. She's a little bit Oh, yes she is. Mm. Ooh. I don't know what the smell is. Kind of smells like toilet cleaner. Not a dirty public bathroom. Let me just clarify. Not that bad. But you know the cleanest sense from a public bathroom. That's what it smells like. I'm not a fan. But it's definitely added glow back to my skin from all like the matte products. And the the effect of it is actually really nice. Oh my god. No one told me I had glitter in it. I don't think you can even see it on camera. Why am I... No, like, covered. If you like glitter, you'll love it. Me on the other hand, I like glitter, but not all over my face. And when I said I like to look like the Tin Man, I did not mean like this. Oh my god, it's like bright pink glitter. So next we've got the Exposure Highlighter Multi-Dimensional Powder. Hopefully this one's nice because I'm losing it. This is what the highlighter looks like. It is super nice, like the print and everything. It's really, really pretty. So I'm intrigued. And that's the thing, I've actually used quite a lot of Makeup Revolution highlighters I do really like. I can't get over the pink glitter. Every time I look at my face now, all I can see is pink glitter. It's adding like a really nice glow. Looks super nice. This is actually really, really nice. So the next product I got is the Carrot Crystal Shadow Palette. I've got the gold one. They've got loads of different shades. Like, how cute. It's got like gold leaf in the top. It is really pretty packaging. Oh. I was not aware that they were all shimmers. Probably should have checked that, shouldn't I? I mean, don't get me wrong, they're gorgeous. But I normally will never pick up a palette that only has shimmers because I don't like having to go and get another palette to work with this one. So it shall be. So I'm going to go in with the, this is how you know it's loved, it's dirty. I'm going to go another Makeup Revolution product that I do really love. It's the Soph X Ultra Eyeshadows palette. This is actually the first one. She's got two. Both of them I really, really like. Do something simple. I just want to test how well they work and how well they settle, if they like break apart, if they have lots of fallout. Right, so I just laid down some matte shades just to work with, just some neutral ones. I'm not sure what shade to dip into. I mean, I might do some swatches because, you know, I'm definitely not going to be able to use all of these shimmers on my eye. I mean, they feel really soft. I don't want to say they feel a little bit chunky. They've got a very interesting formula, that's for sure, but they're like, that's the top row. So they've definitely got some really nice shine. It's got some pigment to it, so not bad. Not right. Then I'm going to go into like the second row. I mean, it's got a really good mix. It's got some nice neutrals, it's got some fun shades. Some are a little bit more toned down than others as well. I'm not sure how... Oh no. The blue kicks back. And I was just about to say it doesn't have a lot of pigment, but it's all literally like crumbling away. So that's the first shade that immediately I'm like, eh. Because I've tried a lot of really nice blues, and every other shade in here definitely seems to be okay, but that blue is really temperamental. It just crumbles everywhere. It's got really nice glitter reflect in it, but the formula's... Alright, and then lastly I'm going to go in with the bottom row. This is probably my favourite shade in there. It's like this kind of deep purple. Feels nice. Oh, I like that. It's like a really, like, almost like eggplant type colour. It's really, really nice. Oh, and there's like a bronzy type like colour that's really nice as well. Pink's a little bit crumbly at the end. I'm just going to turn. So that is obviously like the bottom. Did I forget one? No, I didn't. So that's the purple. I really like this one here. So they're all really nice. I just say like this one is the only one that seems to have like a real clear glitter to it, and that's the one that seems to have a different formula and doesn't seem to apply as nicely. But I'm actually going to go in with that purple because that's the one that like spoke to me when I first like over the palette. I'm going to place it though on my outer corner because it is such a dark shade. I'm just going to focus it there, and because I have another product to test that will match the purple. That's my thought process, but this is really nice. It's applying really nicely. It feels really, really soft. I feel like most of them felt the same as this purple, so I feel like everything apart from that blue would work really nicely. So obviously I haven't blended it because I'm going to put another shadow on top of that. But that's super nice. Really like that, just that blue shade. So the next thing I got was the Duochrome eyeshadow. I think it's a liquid eyeshadow, but it looked so cool. It reminds me of like Oil Slick, like that opalescent type, like oil slick kind of colour. I just think it looks really cool, and I'm really hoping it comes out good because it looks so pretty in the bowl. So it's what the dough for applicator looks like. It's really tiny. That's the other thing I will say. It's super small. Oh, okay, she's liquidy. I'm just gonna brush some of that off because that was a lot. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's a little bit fiddly because she's so liquidy. So this went a lot darker than obviously I initially planned. The only thing is, I feel like it's kind of lost its oil slick effect. To me now it just kind of looks very similar to that purple shade. It's a very deep purple, which is nice. It's really, really nice. But the oil slick where it has that green reflect to it doesn't really seem to be there anymore. So this is it now applied. So it has a really wet look. I'm not sure if that's just because it hasn't dried yet, but if it stays like that, the effect of it is really, really cool. It's really nice. I just wish it had that oil slick effect. But that is actually really nice, and it is super pigmented, and it hasn't seemed to like crack or anything yet. So the next two products I got are a felt eyeliner pen and a gel eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with the gel eyeliner first because I normally use gel liners or kohl liners in my waterline. It just makes my eyelashes look more defined, and especially if I'm not going to be using false lashes, it just makes me feel a bit more finished. So it looks very similar to the eyebrow pencil but in black, and it's very similar, so it has a very, very precise tip. So it's really nice. I really like this kind of like chrome packaging. That seems to work really nicely, but the test will obviously be whether it stays or not. But it's super black and it's super soft. Some of the like more pencil type eyeliners that I've used can be a bit like stabby. Sticks on my eyes and doesn't like run down my face or anything. I like it. So I'll let you know down in the comments. I'll put Instagram story to let you know if this actually like sticks around. The next eyeliner product I have is the Flicks eyeliner. I thought that was a... Ooh, what's this? Why is that turning? A felt liner. It's supposed to be black, but it's white. I'm really confused. Am I being stupid? Am I supposed to twist it? Someone send help. I'm so confused. Right, so I went onto the website. It wasn't me just being crazy. The end is supposed to be like that, but it says you're supposed to click once to release the ink. Okay, I press it down fully. I am so confused. I've never seen anything like this before in my life. Like, I've clicked it down, but still nothing is happening. It's not working. I don't really know what to do with it. So if I can't get this to work, I will update you on an Instagram story if I manage to get it to work. But right now, it doesn't like me very much. So, won't be using that. The one thing I definitely didn't get was a mascara. I cannot remember whether it was they didn't have them on the website or whether it was me that forgot to get a mascara. So I'm just going to go in with my Huda Beauty Legit Lashes. So I got two lipsticks. I got a satin liquid lipstick in the shade Ticket, and then I got a lip gloss. So this is the shade I got in Ticket. Do you know what? It's nice. Okay. So that's the shade. It's not the most lightweight formula I've used. Definitely used lighter formulas. Definitely is heavier on my lips than the ones I normally use. But it's not bad. It doesn't feel too drying yet. Emphasising now it is starting to dry a lot of the fine lines in my lips. So not sure about that, but the colour is really nice. And if it lasts long, I definitely will use this again. And again, I will let you know in the comments, or I'll make a short video on how well the makeup's lasting. And then the last one I got is the Strobe Liquid Gloss. Liquid Gloss? Well, what is it? Strobe Liquid Lip Gloss. Why was that such a struggle? My dyslexic brain cannot cope. This is the lip gloss I got. I got it in the shade Crave. So it's like it's really hard to tell on camera. I'll put it on the back of my hand and see if you can see it better. The only thing that's making me nervous is it looks quite pigmented and it looks really light. It's like almost like a light gold. So that's the shade. So it's super pretty, but it's very light. So I'm going to try and like go sparingly because I don't want to override the lip gloss, the lipstick. Okay, using sparingly has kind of helped me out here. I definitely would not want to go in heavier than that. Oh god, okay. It looks better on camera, for sure. In person, because it's got quite a pigmented undertone and it's quite light, it's kind of changing the look of the colour of the lipstick. On camera you can just see the sheen. It might just be the shade that I chose. Maybe if I went in with a more of a darker shade, it probably would have been better, but the formula's not bad. It's not overly sticky, doesn't feel too heavy, so it's not too bad. The formula's nice, colour, but that's just my preference. So yeah, well, that's all the products. So yeah guys, that's all for today. So quick recap, I loved most of the products. So eyeshadows were really nice, foundation, concealer, primer, eyebrow product. What was that? Love the eyebrow product a lot. So there was definitely, the blush was really nice. There was definitely some big misses. So that setting powder, if you can call it that, it's a highlighter. Gotta go. And then the eyeliner that just decided it didn't want to work. And then the bronzer, bit questionable, definitely clung to some areas. And that setting spray, oh my god. I've never seen anything like it before in my life. That is the devil in a bottle. But if you liked my videos, please follow me, subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you again soon.